What's up, fragrant family? This is Tyler with Simply Fragrances, and today I'm going to be doing another review. Apologize for my voice right now. It's a little raspy, a little low. I'm coming off of a cold of some sort, so just trying to get that out of my system. So if I kind of get that Sam Elliott sounding voice, I apologize. But at the same time, I kind of don't, because Sam Elliott's voice is super manly. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be my review on Instant Crush by Mancera. So this one's been on my radar for a good while now, probably close to half a year, if not a little bit longer. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it, and people have been saying that it's similar to Baccarat Rouge 540, and that's one of my all-time favorite fragrances. So I was really excited to get my hands on this, and finally did. So let's go ahead and get into this. Before we get into that though, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button. That really helps me out a lot. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. I just want that honest feedback. So let's go ahead and get into this. So this is the bottle presentation of Mancera. I don't know if, I can't do the light. It's just gonna glow. Well, anyways, this is the bottle presentation. It has the name of the house, Mancera Instant Crush, right there, and then Eau de Parfum, and then you have the size, and then you have the 120 ml. So it's four fluid ounces. It is 120 ml. So on top you have the golden cap, and it has the little M. Nothing special going on the bottom. I don't have the box or the little bag that it comes in, but if you've seen my Cidrat Boisé video, then you'll know the little bag that I'm talking about. There's always come in like a little sleeve, and so I think that's really, really classy, and I like that about the Mancera. So beautiful gold bottle. I really, really enjoy that. It's pretty solid up at the top, but then as you get towards the bottom, it's very see-through, and you can see the juice, and the juice is very gold. And so I was really excited to get my hands on this. So again, sorry I don't have the bottle, but I don't have the box, but I do have the bottle. So now I would show you the sprayer for it, but there has been claimed that sometimes the Mancera, since they twist on, that the cap of the atomizer can get stuck in it, and sure enough, that has happened to my bottle. And I tried to get it out last night, and the sprayer had broke. So I will be decanting this into 250 ml bottles, and going from there. So that's just kind of the luck of the draw, I guess. But as you can see, the cap got stuck in there. Tried everything I could think of to get it out, and I wound up getting some needle nose pliers, and grasping the cap itself, the atomizer, and then twisting the cap, and it eventually came off. But the hose, or what do you want to call it, the nozzle that goes into the bottle, it had gotten twisted and wouldn't go back on. And then when I tried to put the little spring back in there, it just didn't work. So unfortunately, I am unable to spray this for you, but I was able to get something to get onto the paper. So I do have a fresh paper for it, and we'll go ahead and get into the review on it. So the fragrance itself, there's a lot of notes listed. Some of the top notes you're going to see saffron, ginger, and then it just says citrus notes. So I don't exactly know all what goes into that, but in the base you do have floral musk, you have jasmine, and then in the heart notes, or the heart notes, you have those. In the base notes, you do have amber and a couple others, just to name a few. I'll have a picture of the notes listed right up here for you to check out. I'll have all the notes listed right there. So moving forward to the smell. So this one tricked me, okay? So on paper, this smells pretty decent, but on my skin, it didn't work for me. It really didn't work for me, and I was really, really disappointed, because this has been one that has been hyped up a little bit, and people have said that they enjoy this, or they prefer this to the Baccarat Rouge 540, and unfortunately it just didn't work out for me. Even on paper, it just it didn't work out for me like I wanted it to. So on the paper, I don't know if it's just my nose or what it is, but this has a lot of that vanilla, and I can smell the jasmine and that white musk, but there's a, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the saffron mixing with the woody accords or what it is, but it leans very feminine on my skin, and even on the paper it leans way feminine. So it's weird. I don't know how to really describe it, but it's very bright, like smelling, but there's a dark heaviness to it, if that makes any type of sense. So on my skin, this went way feminine, and in fact, whenever I wore this, I spread it on my hand just to kind of get like just a wearing of it, just to see what it would do. I went to my grandmother's house to pick up my dogs, because I dropped them off there for work, and she said that I smelled like just an old lady powder that she used to have. Like back in the day, they would have powders that smelled, and that's what she said it smelled like. And so it just leans really feminine. So I don't know what it is on my skin, but yeah, it leans really feminine, and it really disappointed me. You know, it's not like a bad fragrance overall, but it just went way too feminine for me, and it just overall doesn't work for me. I don't care for this smell. I was really excited for this, but it just, you know, it happens sometimes. So you know, it almost has like this weird medicinal factor to it for me. I don't know what it is, but it almost smells like like there's this old medicine that I used to take when I was a kid. I can't put my finger on what it was, but it just has this medicinal metallic-y kind of smell to it, at least to my nose. And you know, it just didn't work. But the good news is, for those of you who do like it, the projection on this and the longevity is phenomenal. At least off my skin it was. I did one spray on my hand, and that one spray I was getting like 2.5 hours, 3 hours of good solid projection, and it lasted like 10 hours on my skin, just on one spray of my hand. So for those of you that do like this, you know, the projection is going to be awesome, and the longevity is really good. Times to wear this, honestly, it's kind of hard for me to pick, just because I don't really enjoy this fragrance. It's not a bad fragrance. Again, on this channel, I will never tell you to not buy a fragrance, or that the fragrance is crap, or that you shouldn't get it. I'm just giving you my personal opinion of it didn't work for me. I didn't enjoy the fragrance. So it makes it a little hard for me to think of times to wear this, because, well, I wouldn't. But what I would say, this could be, I get more of like a dressed up kind of a vibe from it. I see personally, since it leans more feminine, I see more of like a middle-aged woman going out for like a nice dinner or something, and I specifically see a red dress. So I don't know, maybe it's just the kind of familiarities with Baccarat Rouge 540 or something like that, that makes me think of that, because the red bottle. But I just get like a middle-aged woman with a red dress, maybe going to like a jazz club, or just on a date, or going out for a girls' night, something like that. And I see kind of more, it's weird, I get like a big city kind of vibe from it, like Chicago or LA, New York City, places like that. That's kind of the vibe that I get from it. So that's whenever I would wear it. If I was going to, is like going to like a formal dinner or a night out in the town, you know, going to some sort of jazz club. I mean, me personally, I don't know if you guys can hear or not, but I always have smooth jazz going in the background, because smooth jazz and blues, it's one of my favorite types of music, and I love going to shows like that. So something like that, that's whenever I'd probably wear it. You know, it's weird how they say that this gets, you know, related or compared to the Baccarat Rouge 540, but I don't get any similarities to it other than like the sweetness that it has. So it's very sweet in the opening, but like I said, it has this like, it's a bright opening, but there's a dark heaviness in the woods, the woody accords to it. So I don't know, I don't really get a lot of Baccarat Rouge 540 vibes to it, and it's not something that I personally vibe with, but that's okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how I always try and do this on a scale of 1 to 10. How much I like it, I'm honestly going to give it a 4 out of 10. I can appreciate the fragrance, as you know, it being a fragrance, and like I can tell that it's crafted very well, and like the ingredients in there are very good. But I don't care for the smell. I really don't, and that's okay. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10 on how well crafted and the fragrance as a whole it is, I would probably give it like a solid 8 out of 10. Like, it's got really great projection. It's got really great longevity. I don't really get any synthetic vibes from it. I know that Mancera, some people say they get kind of like a synthetic opening. I didn't get that at all. So very, very well blended, very well crafted fragrance. So that I will give it, you know, an 8 out of 10 for. So yeah, guys, that's kind of my review on it. It's just a very sweet, like, so with Baccarat Rouge, you know, you get a lot of saffron, you get like a lot of woody notes and stuff like that. With this, it's almost like a citrus splash. It's like there's like a tartness about this. There's like some sort of tartness about it that I get. I don't know what citrus notes are in there because it doesn't specifically list them, but it's almost like a tart citrus opening with like a lot of vanilla and a lot of woods. And as it dries down, it gets heavier and darker, and it just sits. It goes really feminine on me. So that's just what I get from it. I don't really get Baccarat Rouge 540 vibes from it. That's just me, but I digress. So anyways, though, yeah, guys, that's kind of my review on it. Just didn't work out for me. That's completely fine. I do recommend at least sampling it. It is very hyped up, and it is, you know, a very well blended, crafted fragrance. So, you know, if what I said about like the opening, you know, being very citrusy and, you know, having like this bright opening and then drying down into the more woody vanilla, musky kind of vibe, then, you know, check it out. I definitely recommend, you know, you always checking out a fragrance to see what you think, because I can give a review and, you know, say one thing and then you go smell it, you know, oh man, this is completely different than what he said. And I encourage everyone to do that. So all right, guys, well, that's gonna wrap it up for this. Sorry I didn't have the box, sorry I couldn't spray it, and sorry my bottle is now broken, but I'll take care of that. So all right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Remember, if you love it, wear it.